Jessie Greist, and I am a 6th grade teacher here at the Cloud Forest School during the days. Many times at night and on the weekends, I earn some extra cash as a folk musician here in town in Monteverde, Costa Rica. This is actually a homemade shekere. It's based on the idea of a West African shekere. Normally with a shekere, you're going to look for a gourd that's much more round, and they're oftentimes open at the top. I actually got this gourd at a flea market for the whopping price of, I think, $1, maybe something like that. The gourd, like I say, can be grown in any kind of garden. It is squash-related fruit. You leave it out in the sun, and it gets as hard as wood. And it actually, you can sort of hear the seeds are still inside it even. So you dry it out in the sun, and then actually what I did with this was I took a nylon thread and wove together. Again, traditionally a shekere is going to have seeds, usually from the baobab tree, if I'm getting that correct. That will be kind of woven around it with either fibers, sinews, that kind of thing. I've used here a synthetic thread and these beads that I bought at a bead store. The idea behind this, and I actually think I may at some point go back and get seeds from a tree here that's called the Guanacaste. They're beautiful seeds, and they would, I think, go really, really well on the outside of one of these shekeres. It's a percussion instrument. You can actually use it to make a percussive sound by hitting the base of your hand against it, but mostly it's a shaker instrument. You can actually just kind of pull it up like this and, you know, shake it like this. You can control it by pulling it tight. You can actually also use your hand just and kind of do a kind of that augmentation kind of sound for any kind of rhythmic piece. This is a wonderful instrument for the environment here in Monteverde. The gourd is naturally resistant to weathering, so every once in a while I will, like I say, take it out of the casing here and, you know, dry it off. Maybe give it a little rub down. I mentioned in another video about mineral oil. That's a great thing for this. Some other natural oils will work, but I like mineral oil because it's a little bit more durable, and it's, you know, not as hard to come by. And like I say, using the synthetic fibers for the netting here and the plastic beads, it's held up incredibly well. If I had to say one thing that I would do over, I would probably use a stronger piece for this rubber piece here. It's kind of stretched and cracked a little bit over the years. So if I play it a little bit too hard, it can kind of stretch and slide up the gourd a little bit. So when I play it, I oftentimes have to kind of hold it in place like that to keep it from sliding.